Hey guys, it's Runuchia back here for another What If video. Today we're doing What If Naruto had a power, or just What If Naruto had the gamer. Kinda got used to saying What If Naruto had the power of the four cardinal heroes. Anyways, so yeah, this is part 7, part 6 of What If Naruto had a gamer. Actually, part 5. Yeah, it's part 5. Kind of got them mixed up for a second. Anyways, yeah, make sure to like and subscribe if you didn't already, and hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. Last time on What If Naruto Had the Gamer Part 4, Naruto had just awakened his nine-tailed chakra cloak, mastered in its initial zero-tailed state. As Naruto would avoid and attack Gaara, avoiding the sand and using some of it as a stepping stone into air when Gaara shot blasts of sand at him. Meanwhile, Hiruzen and Raza were almost there, as Hiruzen would see that Naruto was fighting Gaara while Raza will see that Gaara is fighting Naruto. As Raza will say, "It seems you brought your Jinchuriki, Hiruzen. What's the meaning of this?" Hiruzen would simply reply with a nod and reply with, he got too restless in the village, so he was threatening to leave due to the academy being too slow for him. So the only way was to take him along with me. As Rasa will say, "Alright, Hiruzen, though don't blame me if your Jinchuriki dies to Gaara. His seal is weak, so the Shukaku will be able to escape." Rasa would reply and Hiruzen would nod. As meanwhile, Naruto was firing multiple super-powered wind jets with the Nine Tails chakra, as Naruto would keep on avoiding Gaara's attacks, but Gaara would then enter his full mini Shukaku form, as sand clones would begin to appear, around 100 of them. As Rasa and Hiruzen would see this, Hiruzen would speed up to levels of speed that only at his prime was he at before. Rasa was surprised at the level of speed that was even faster than any of the Kazekage before. As Rasa would think, so this is the power of Hiruzen when he was at his prime, huh? It seems he truly did deserve the title of the God of Shinobi. If he didn't age, or if he was still at his prime, he would be able to match the fourth Hokage. Since Hiruzen is still a powerful character, like we see when Hiruzen is revived, he can easily take on the Ten Tails tentacles. So yeah. Also, Hiruzen, even though Hashirama and Tobirama was weakened, Tobirama was probably at like 70%, while Hashirama was at like 40%. Hashirama is far above Kage level though. So 40% Hashirama is around normal Kage level, 70% Tobirama is around extremely high elite Jonin to low Kage. So yeah, Hiruzen being able to take both of them on, along with Orochimaru, even though he couldn't win, that is still impressive. Like, come on, you can't say that's not impressive, especially for him not being in his prime. Now imagine his power if he was at his prime. That would probably be like double, if not triple, his level of power. And he couldn't even use his shadow clones at the beginning. His shadow clones literally just fire off combination ninjutsu, and with them he can counter all elemental attacks with the opposite element without having to stray away from his own attacks. Like, that's just OP. Anyways, yeah. As Gaara would create the sand clones, Naruto would also create 5 enhanced water clones. As they would try to fend off the sand clones, Naruto would then be surrounded by sand after being hit away to the ground by the sand. As Naruto would try to break out, the sand was slowly covering him as Naruto would think, darn it, I won't let it consume me. As Naruto would go into a burst of wind, as Naruto would say, wind disaster wave. As a disastrous mini tornado in a wave would come through the sand as Naruto would jump through it. As Naruto would be high up in the air, Naruto would say, water style, water dragon. As a dragon made out of water would go down, rocketing towards Gaara. As Gaara would say, sand shield. As a giant sand shield would begin to block the water dragon, as Naruto, with his staff, would go in, enhancing it with wind chakra along with normal chakra and water chakra. As Naruto would say, rushing mini water blades. As Naruto would slash multiple times with his bow staff and would have multiple blades of water be shot at the sand, weakening it enough and even making a few holes or cuts into it due to Naruto having enhanced it with wind chakra. As Naruto would slam into the sand, breaking through it, as Naruto would charge at Gaara. Gaara would charge right back at Naruto as they battled in taijutsu. Gaara kept on trying to use the sand to attack Naruto, though, who dodged. As Naruto would say, darn you, as multiple sand clones of the mini Shukaku would begin to barrage him with mini-tailed beast bombs. As Naruto would be hit repeatedly, but due to the chakra cloak would manage to stay standing, as Naruto would burst into a vermilion chakra cloak, mixing his own chakra with the Nine-Tails chakra. His own chakra's amount just rivaled the Nine-Tails chakra, as it would begin to expand into a vermilion pillar around him. The tailed beast's bomb would all be deflected, as Naruto would say, wind style, multiple wind bursts. As Naruto would be surrounded by a sphere of wind, as multiple bursts of wind shot out of it, as multiple parts of the wind sphere combined and fire mini drills of wind, which each countered the tailed beast bombs and destroyed a few of the sand clones. As Naruto would punch 2 of them away, knocking another one down. As Gaara would see this, Gaara would surround himself with his ultimate defense and would prepare to go full Shukaku. As Rasa was about to go on in, Hiruzen would say, no, let's see what they can do. It would be a good way to show that the leaf has not been weakened, wouldn't it? As Rasa would say, I suppose so. Many of my shinobi have been doubting the leaf's power. Enough so that some of them are even suggesting to break the alliance and go to Iwa or Kumo, though I've been able to keep those requests at bay. Like, come on, the leaf seems pretty weak after a while of a million fangirls who are pathetic coming out of the academy. Like with that, no wonder other villages think the hidden leaf is weak. Since with all of those fangirls and the pathetic ninja training, then yeah, pretty sure the hidden leaf is the weakest ninja village. So Naruto would be a good show of power, which Rasa wanting to keep an alliance and wanting to see if the leaf is still powerful due to Gaara being on the level of a weak Jonin like Baki when he's in the mini Shukaku form. Rasa thinks that this will be a good way to see if Konoha's been training Durchin Shidaki well. Well, training, not treating. Not even the hidden sand does that. Why would it leave? Then again, the Leafers do seem like softies, even though Sakura makes everyone in her class not gain brain cells, go from 100 brain cells to 99, then 98, etc., etc. Though at least Tsunade managed to get the bad brain cells out of her by the time of Shippuden, but she was still pretty useless for a while after saving, like, Kankuro. After that, she was pretty useless. Even in the war, she was pretty useless, though she did save a lot of lives, apparently. And did she save the Kage's lives, though? Probably not. But yeah, pretty sure it was Tsunade who helped out with it. Tsunade was still stronger than Sakura in the war arc, and Boruto Sakura definitely wasn't any stronger. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about that since Sakura doesn't even exist in this what if. Anyways, Naruto would continue to fight Gaara, as Gaara would be able to avoid some of Naruto's attacks by, well, Gaara's mini clones, as the mini clones would be using the sand to, like, thin layers of sand to block certain areas off of Naruto and allow them to move through it. So if one of them is behind and Naruto has to go through it, it'll still slow Naruto down. And they just need to prepare for Shukaku coming out. Naruto would realize this and would prepare to go to the original, but a sand tsunami would come after them. As Naruto would then charge up his vermilion chakra as it would go into a, well, aura around him. As a new bar would appear in front of him. Or status bar, I guess. New vermilion chakra cloak unlocked. Here are the stats. 40 to strength, 50 to vitality, well, 50 to endurance as well, and 70 to dexterity, and no intelligence or wisdom loss. Though it takes away 5 chakra control. So yeah, that's basically the cost of it. Other than that, every minute of him using it, 1%, or every 5 minutes of him using it, 1% of his chakra reserves are gone. And same thing goes for the 9 Tails chakra reserve. Though this boost in power was definitely needed in order for him to match up with Gaara. As Naruto would break through the sand tsunami, Naruto would say, "Guess it's time to try the super strength technique I tried before I learned Spirit Fist." As Naruto would power up a ton of chakra into his fist, though kept it controlled. As Naruto would punch the sand sphere around Gaara, it would be destroyed, obliterated actually, and Gaara would be knocked back. Though Gaara was then turning into a giant, more Shukaku-like being, it was only a third of the size due to having it not be complete. As Gaara would say, Mother wants your blood. As Gaara would still go into the full Shukaku form. Well, not full Shukaku form inside, still would give control to Shukaku, which would allow him to reach 50% of the size. As Shukaku would say, it seems your container is against mine, Kurama. Prepare to die. My container will kill you. As Shukaku would fire a tailed beast bomb full on towards Naruto. Though luckily it was facing away from the village as the battle had been going on for so long. Well, more like just 20 minutes, but whatever. It's been going on for so long that they're around a few hundred meters away from the village. Luckily, Shukaku isn't shooting it towards the village though. Naruto would realize that the hidden sand would be attacked if he continued to go that way, so Naruto would run towards the way that the hidden sand isn't at, well, the opposite direction. Having to see the tailed beast bomb's speed would eventually catch up with him, Naruto would then think, guess I have to counter it. As Naruto would say, darn it, I have to think of a plan. What do I do? Naruto would remember his spirit fist, but knew that it wouldn't work since it's just a spirit fist. Even if he continuously pumped chakra into it to make it keep on replacing itself, the tail beast bomb could just explode. As Naruto would realize something, he could use the basic concept for the spirit fist and unleash a construct. Naruto would know that the more compatible a construct is, the less chakra it takes, and Naruto would realize that the most compatible one that isn't a human being is a fox for him, so Naruto would say, Spirit Construction Jutsu, as Naruto would say, Fox, nine-tailed fox, as a giant spiritual purple nine-tailed fox made out of chakra would appear out of nowhere, as it would slowly expand, as it charged towards the tailed beast bomb with its claws and tails. Naruto would use the super strength technique on all of them, allowing the nine tails copy or construct to deflect the tailed beast bomb right back towards Shukaku, as Shukaku would say, no way! As Shukaku would try to prepare another tailed beast bomb, but it wasn't fast enough, having him be knocked back away from the sand village from it, as Shukaku would say, you'll pay for that, as Shukaku would go towards Naruto and his nine tails construct at high speeds. As Rasa and Hiruzen, what is that? Or, well, Rasa wouldn't say in a fearful tone, but would be saying it in like a questioning tone, as Hiruzen would reply with, I don't know, I didn't think Naruto was this strong. Sure, he's been doing better in the academy, though he's never been displaying extreme skills. As Rasa would say, it seems he's been hiding his skill, though I assume that if you're as soft as you normally are, then you aren't giving punishments to the villagers that harm him. So I'm thinking that he's simply not showing his skills in order to not get sabotaged by the villagers, as Hiruzen would put his head down in shame and would say, I suppose so, though he shouldn't have this much of a growth rate. He won't be able to connect with his classmates and those his age. I'll have to go help his progress after this. As Rasa would say, I agree with that decision. Such power does not belong to someone so young, and someone who would not make such or very well decisions. It would be best to keep him at the level of power he currently is at. As Hiruzen would then reply with, I'll keep on, Boo, have tabs on him. He'll likely still get stronger, though, through some reason. So I'll have to have a spy in the academy for him. I'll try to assign a mission to one of the clans, to have one of their clan heirs befriend Naruto, and make sure he's all right and doesn't progress too far. As Rasa would say that Hiruzen's decision is wise. Now you'll begin to think, wait, don't tell me that Naruto is gonna get his already strained relationship with Hiruzen get even worse. That'll probably happen though. No, fakes, but Hiruzen and Naruto being friends, that's definitely a no-go by now. Come on. How would they still be friends? Naruto is far from the person that Hiruzen met cooking fish in the forest. And Hiruzen is far from the person Naruto thought he was. Well, not far from the person, but not the person Naruto thought he was. So, yeah. Meanwhile, Naruto continues to fight Gaara. The Nine-Tails Construct and Shukaku would fight, as they were nearly evenly matched, though Naruto was barely able to win, as his normal reserves had been going down drastically from this, reaching the level of 30%, along with his Nine-Tails level of chakra reaching 35%, as the Nine-Tails over in his Nine-Tails office dimension thing where he can get some things to help Naruto with. Well, Kurama would think, darn it, I didn't think I'll have to use one of these so soon. Though I suppose I have to use them up within 3 months, since the restock period is coming. As the Nine-Tails, here's the thing. When the Nine-Tails Kurama got the spot as the helper for Naruto, he gained 3 advantages. 1, able to warn Naruto about other things. 2, 3 times a year, the Nine-Tails Kurama can send Naruto advice to help him during fights. And another 3 times during an year, Kurama can triple Naruto's quest rewards for certain quests. So yeah, the only tripling a certain thing for it for each time he uses. If Kurama wants to double Naruto's, the stat points he gains from completing it, if those are a reward for the quest he's doing, Kurama can do that. Increasing his, let's say Naruto from doing something would get 20 chakra control, Kurama can triple it to 60. And if it's something enough to level Naruto up 2 times, the XP goes up, or let's say it's around 210% of Naruto's required level up XP gain. Naruto would be able to triple into 630%, making it level Naruto up around 5 times, and almost finish the next level up. So yeah, that's the thing. Or if it's something that raises Naruto's level cap, Kurama can also do that. Though this Shukaku, due to still being Gaara, it won't be like 30, raising Naruto's level cap up by 30. Anyways, Kurama decides that he'll use 2 of them now, doubling the XP gain and level cap gain. So yeah, now Naruto's able to do both of that. Kurama, though, is able to go help Naruto out. That also includes giving Naruto control over more chakra, as Kurama would then use his own chakra, using one of the 3 times an year he can manipulate it. Though he already did it once before when Naruto would have nearly died from chakra exhaustion, Kurama would use the other 2 of them to help Naruto out, allowing Naruto to reach full chakra capacity once more, along with full Nine-Tails chakra capacity as well. As another thing would pop up, as Naruto would then get instructions for the Tailed Beast Bomb, as Naruto would think, guess the Nine-Tails is able to help me out. Thanks, QB. Naruto would think, as Naruto would say, let's finish this, Shukaku. And Shukaku would say, I agree, let's end this. As Shukaku would charge up the most powerful Tailed Beast Bomb, enhancing it with even Wind Chakra. As Naruto would use the chakra inside of the construct, increasing the construct size by double and making it more sturdy, instead of the one that was just a pure chakra construct and not even as sturdy as metal and bendable. It became even sturdier than metal, able to clash with tailed beasts without being ripped apart and having to be reconstructed, as this would take around another 30% of Naruto's both of the reserves, as the reserves were quickly going down as Naruto would charge a Tailed Beast Bomb. The reserves then reached the levels of 30% again, though the Tailed Beast Bombs were fully charged. As they blasted at each other, the explosion that ensued destroyed the plains for miles on, Rasa even having to use his power along with Hiruzen's to make a barrier. Hiruzen using his gigantic earth wall, while Rasa encased the wood or earth wall with golden dust, being able to block the attack. As Rasa would say, your Jinchuriki is quite powerful indeed. A few more years and he may be the second Yellow Flash. As Hiruzen would say, I don't doubt it. He certainly is gonna reach his father's level of power. As Rasa would say, I suppose he does look like Minato-sama, as every Kage, including Yagura and even Onoiki, has grudging respect for Minato due to his immense power. And of course he has, literally. A's rival in speed is Minato, and Minato's his only rival in speed. Of course he'd respect him, of course not call him Sama. Though Rasa respects Minato a lot. Literally, Minato can rival Tailed Beasts. Of course not the 9 Tails, but like 7 or 8 Tails. Minato can rival, though not beat. None of Minato's attacks are actually destructive. So yeah. Anyways, Naruto would continue to clash with Shukaku afterward, though Shukaku was extremely wounded, as due to Naruto's tailed beast bomb being stronger, Naruto's was able to, knock the force towards Shukaku, allowing Naruto to dig the Nine Tails claws into Shukaku. As Naruto would see Gaara still asleep, as Naruto would think, wait, if Gaara had to go to sleep to get Shukaku in control, I just have to wake Gaara up. As Naruto would jump on him, keeping the construct holding Shukaku still, then punching Gaara in the face, knocking him away out of the Shukaku construct, destroying the construct of Shukaku, as Gaara would wake up extremely weak, as Gaara would say, "I'll kill you, Uzumaki," as Naruto would fall to the ground, still able to stand, though only with around 12% of both chakra reserves left. Sand would go around Naruto, trying to attack him, until Naruto realized that he had to do something to stop the sand from getting him, as Naruto would know that he could use a chakra suppression seal with demonic chakra, though that was his only way. Even if he's never done something like this before, he had to try. As Naruto would begin to create 4 extremely powerful water clones, demonic water clones to be exact. These water clones, instead of only being half of Naruto's power, they're as strong as the original Naruto without any of the Nine Tails chakra boosts, as these shadow clones would be fending off the sand, as Naruto would prepare a seal on top of Gaara. Gaara would continue to try and escape from Naruto's grasps, but another demonic Naruto water clone would keep him still, as Gaara would think, stay away from me, stay away, as Gaara would still be trying to get out of Naruto's grasps. But Naruto would say, sorry Gaara, but this has to be done. Free element seal, as a 3-pronged seal would appear on top of Gaara, as it had a demonic marking. Each of the 3 Tomoe on it, or Tomoe pattern, had around 3 tails with it, explaining that there are 9 tails in total, which symbolized that it was a demonic seal with the power of the 9 tails, which manages to keep Shukaku at bay, but then with Kurama. Wait, what? I feel a connection with Shukaku. The demonic seal, it must be able to link me towards Shukaku. I suppose I'll talk to him later. As Naruto's quest was complete. This will probably be the end of the video. Anyways, I'll just explain Naruto's quest rewards. Naruto's quest rewards were increasing his level cap by 10, though that got multiplied by 3, allowing him to reach a level cap of 70. Now with the XP required for Naruto to level up twice, around 210% of the XP, that was just my example before, but I felt it was good enough now. Anyways, Naruto went from level 44, being 70% in the way to reach level 50 or 45. Naruto manages to reach level 50 due to that. So yeah, that's good. So Naruto also got a new dungeon locked, Demonic Dungeon. As in this dungeon, Naruto also, through this quest, unlocks a new stat called Demonic Control, allowing Naruto to basically gain control over his demonic abilities. Basically, Naruto has around 15 demonic control, which is barely able to control the zero-tailed chakra cloak. So that's Naruto's limit of demonic chakra use that he can control. For each boss in a demonic dungeon he beats, he gets one demonic control. Except there's only a 40% chance of that happening. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. And guess the background is over. And I've reached it. Anyways, yeah, hope you enjoyed the what if video. And make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Also, if you got this far into the video, you probably enjoyed the what if. So I'll be explaining when this what if comes out. Basically, if you check the about section, you'll see my upload schedule. 2 times I'll upload what if Naruto had the gamer in a row. Then I'll upload what if Naruto had the power of the 4 cardinal heroes. Then I'll upload what if Naruto had the gamer 2 times in a row. Repeat and repeat. Until one of them is finished, of course. So I feel like I don't have enough inspiration to continue one of them. Or just can't. Or one of them is just not doing that well and I don't have it. Or just any more ideas for it, since if it's doing well, I'll continue it. Though if it's not, I'll still continue it as long as I have inspiration for it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the what if video. Make sure to subscribe to a friend of mine. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. He plays Roblox. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and peace out.